Welcome back. All right, so your first news video for February of 2022, and eagle-eyed viewers will notice that I did remember to change the calendar after the first video I did this morning. I did not change the calendar before that first video. Many apologies. So for February 1st news, we're going to start off with the Coyotes. So I'm wearing the Space Coyote, which is my favorite jersey. So they bring back the reverse retros next year, which is the plan. We'll see whether or not we see a return of this or something else of a similar nature. Anyways, Arizona, where they're going to play next year is concerning to some executives. So what's being reported in The Athletic today is that in talking to, I think they had nine different executives they talked to, they're concerned. They're concerned because if the ASU plan ends up being the plan, where the Arizona Coyotes for the next 3 to 4 seasons play in a 5,000-seat arena, they're concerned about what that's going to do to revenues around the league, what it could mean for the salary cap, what it could mean for just being able to make up for lost money over the last 2 years. So there's real concern. And the Arizona Coyotes have said nothing publicly about this plan, whether or not it's going to go through. And so right now there's kind of a holding pattern. But if there are that many executives that are, again, anonymously saying that they're concerned, you have to wonder how people at the top of the NHL feel about this idea of playing out of an arena that will not generate revenues at the levels that you need for an NHL team. So for the Coyotes who are looking at, needing a new building right as soon as this season's done, or maybe they circle back and work something out with Glendale, because if the NHL ends up being opposed to this, maybe they circle back themselves and work out a deal between the Coyotes and Glendale, at least until a new arena is built. So we'll see what happens with the Coyotes. But again, if other teams, if other owners, if other executives don't like the idea of them playing out of Arizona State, that's where we might see some movement. So we as fans can say whatever we'd like about which teams should be where and who should wear what jersey and all this wonderful stuff. But really, the NHL owners are the ones calling the shots. And so no matter how much people might complain about the Coyotes and all of this, and whether it's that they should be in Phoenix, and I keep seeing two people saying, why can't they play out of the Suns arena? The Suns owners made it clear he is not sharing with the Coyotes. And I kind of get it. Basketball arenas sharing with hockey arenas can be a nightmare. So I totally get why the Suns owner would say no. And so, yeah, the Coyotes will have to figure that out for themselves. So we'll see what happens there. The World Junior Championships, which were canceled/delayed, the plan is to likely play them in August. Now, this is unusual, right? So this means that a lot of them will be older, right? Because it'll almost be a full year later. And so, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. Will they be the exact same rosters? Do they pick up where they left off? And will there be players that in August may not be available? And again, we'll see what happens. But it is a shame that the World Junior Championship can't find a way to get things played before the draft. I think it's key to try to get that in before the draft in August. Draft's already happened. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they get that done in August, what it'll do for ratings. I mean, I think it'll be good for ratings anyways. People will watch World Juniors, but yeah. So we'll see if it does happen in August and what the plan will be then. Dallas News, they've recalled Anton Khudobin. They've recalled Damiani as well due to the fact that Holtby is out with a lower body injury. They're not saying much about that. Kivi Ranta's out as well, lower body injury. Not much being said there either. I've liked Damiani in the games he's played. I think Khudobin as a backup for Ottinger tonight's just fine. I am an Ottinger fan, so not overly concerned. So yeah, we'll see how long Holtby's out and whether this is a day-to-day or if it's going to be week-to-week or what's going to happen. Speaking of guys who've been out of the lineup, though, Ryan Pulock is very likely to return tonight for the New York Islanders. And do they ever need him? The Islanders right now, 1 game below 500. They have started playing the games that they had in hand on everybody ahead of them, and the record's not that great in those games in hand that they're playing. So Getting Pulock back should really help the blue line. He is one of the more underrated blue liners in the National Hockey League. And so looking forward to seeing him back in the lineup and seeing what he'll do for them tonight. Tuukka Rask. So Bruce Cassidy saying that with Rask, what's going on is he's dealing with lingering effects after his hip surgery. This is the thing. When a player's in their mid-30s and they get that kind of a surgery, it can affect them. So I get the feeling that Rask, it could be a while, just from the way this is being phrased. And then the question becomes one of, has this been bothering him since before he made his debut and he just figured he'd work his way through it? How bad is it? Is it just, not bad, he'll be able to play? Or is this a sign that, Rask's career may very well end up being done? Because again, once a player hits 35, you just never know. You just never know. I'm nearing 50. My career is long done. So, Tuukka Rask, we'll see how long he's out. I don't have a lot of concern because I think Ullmark's capable of tending the net as well as Swayman. And so for Boston, I think either way they'll be all right. Today is an anniversary. I'm sure everybody's celebrating today. I hope you have a good Gary Bettman party. It is the 29th anniversary of Gary Bettman being named commissioner, which means we're a year to the day away from a 30-year anniversary Gary Bettman video. That'll be fun. I'm not doing one for the 29th anniversary. I'm just throwing it in here. But yeah, he's named commissioner 29 years ago, and it has been universally seen as a fantastic reign since then. All fans love Gary Bettman, clearly. So, and again, enjoy the Gary Bettman parties wherever you are today, because, there's 11 games tonight. We can all, enjoy the Bettmaning of the NHL, and there we go. Florida. I almost wore Florida for this video, and I thought, no, there's been a lot of Florida content recently on the channel, but they did set an interesting mark. 73 goals in the month of January. That is the most goals scored by any NHL team in a calendar month in 25 years. So yeah, they're in this incredible territory. Now it can't keep going like that. At some point, Florida, Colorado, Carolina, at some point, one of these three teams has to have like a rough patch of like 10 games where they're 5-5, something like that. But yeah, Florida, it's been remarkable. They won 12 games this month as well. Lundell, named Rookie of the Month. So he had a fantastic month. That game last night definitely helped him end up getting Rookie of the Month. And so he's in the running for the Calder. We'll see whether or not he gets there. And if playing with Barkov ends up being one of the reasons that he gets there. And then you get into the 3 stars of the month, and Florida leads the way there. Jonathan Huberdeau, the #1 star of the month of January. Number 2 is UC Saros of the Nashville Predators. Number 3, Brian Rust of the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, yeah, and Rust has what, 10 goals in 11 games? Something ridiculous like that. So, yeah, Rust definitely belongs in there. Saros was fantastic, and Huberdeau, what was it, 25 points in 15 games? Some insane total like that. So, pretty good month. So, yeah, congratulations to the 3 of them. Slater Cuckoo is on waivers for the Edmonton Oilers. So, they got Turris through. I think Cuckoo clears as well. Sevier cleared when they signed Kane, so he probably clears. That being said, he's a defenseman. We're in a league where defensemen can be in demand. It's a free asset. It's possible somebody picks him up. We'll see. I don't think so. And then, saving the biggest news for last, a small trade made between the Stars and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I had to look this up. Alexei Lipanov, picked up by Dallas from Tampa, played 15 games in Syracuse, 3 assists, 2017 number 76 pick. So he's not an old player. He's 22. Traded for a 23-year-old Ty Fellhaber, picked up by Tampa in Texas, 14 games, just the 2 goals. He was a free agent signing by the Dallas Stars March 1st of 2019. Very, very minor deal. I don't think either of these players end up playing at the NHL level at any time soon, but we'll see, right? So there you go. One minor deal, and who knows? Maybe that minor trade will remind GMs, hey, we can make deals. We can trade guys, and we'll start to see actual trades taking place. I have my fingers crossed that we'll see that soon, because we're less than 2 months away from the trade deadline, and so far, Crickets. All right, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.